Hey Virgo, welcome to your monthly reading for August 2022. My name is Johanna. Welcome to Tenacious Soul. We're going to go through some general messages for you guys for the month. So take what resonates, obviously, leave the rest. You can always check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign. Happy birthday to any of you Virgos who have a August birthday. My nephew is an August Virgo. But let's see what is going on for Virgo in August. All right, we have Bluebell Fairy with Gratitude, number 6. And we have Enlightenment, Forest Temple. We have number 19. Okay, so let me pull that into view a little bit more. I almost feel like there might be like a sense of like realizing you're grateful or you have gratitude for a situation, or like something comes to light that you are having gratitude for. Like there's a sense of, I don't know if it's like, I don't want to say it's like good news, because it doesn't feel like it's like, it doesn't feel like it's communication. It feels like it's more almost like something that you're seeing or feeling. Like again, a sense of enlightenment within yourself and or a situation here that's, it's like an internal thing that you're having, maybe gratitude for the signs and, you know, things that are lining up for you to be able to see what you're seeing is kind of what it feels like. So we'll see what this is about, because it feels like it could be this sense of like just grateful for a situation or experiencing something, because it's like highlighting something for you. It's showing you the way. Let's see what the tarot has for you, Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? What's the situation going on for Virgo in August here? What's the situation? We have the Four of Swords. What's the situation here? We have the Five of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and this Ten of Swords. Okay. So you might have an interesting experience. Yeah, Three of Swords. Like you may feel betrayed with the 7, the 3, and the 10 of Swords. Like there could have been an argument, a fight around an unfortunate situation is kind of what I want to say. Like, again, I feel like you're learning something through a situation that's maybe not working out the best way, but it's like giving you some form of enlightenment. You could be also, what I'm seeing is like seeing someone's true colors, or seeing the true colors of a situation. Like it's giving you, I almost feel like a sense of clarity. I also feel like some of you maybe have already gone through the situation. You're healing from it, right? We go from the 3 to the 4 of Swords. So you're kind of like, I feel like you've taken a step back from this energy, and you're in this space of like healing, or you will be healing from this situation this month. Because it feels like there's a sense of you feeling really betrayed by something or someone or a situation here, okay? And I feel like there's, yeah, I just feel like there's healing. There's something that you're processing, that you're purging, but I feel like it's giving you more clarity than you may realize in the moment. So like, you know, those situations, it's like, kind of like it's interesting actually, when I did Pisces reading, which is your opposite sign, I got this like blessing in disguise, like going through a situation, because it's like, it's tough, it's challenging, and it sucks in the moment, but then it's like when you look back and you reflect and you kind of process things, you're like, wow, I'm so glad that happened, because like if that didn't happen, then like this opportunity wouldn't come into my life, you know? So it kind of has like that feel to it. But let's see what's going on in your mind. What's going on in the mind space here for Virgo? We have the Hierophant. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, we have the Star and the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like you're sticking to your guns. With this Hierophant and the Queen of Swords, it's like you have this belief or this thought pattern, like you, it's like what you say you mean, you know what I mean? Like there's a sense of like not messing around. is what I want to say. I feel like you're also very clear that you're wanting to move towards something more stable in the future. I feel like you know what you want for your life and your future and what you deserve. And I feel like there's a strong sense of value that you have for yourself and this situation and just like what you're going through. I think you're getting very clear mentally as well as like the direction that you're wanting to move yourself into. So again, there's like this sense of almost enlightenment from a mental perspective, that you're being kind of like guided in a new direction, but one that brings us, you're looking for stability. I almost feel with the Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles. You're looking for a sense of stability and foundation and security, but it comes from a belief of like knowing that you deserve it. Like there's a strong sense of confidence in your mind. Like again, like you're not messing around. And I feel like you're definitely detaching from anything that is not getting you to that place. Like I feel like you're moving forward. I feel like there in your mind, you're not going back to this other situation. Like there's no way in hell is what I actually want to say that you're going back to the situation. It's like you've cut ties with it because you know you deserve better. And there's like no doubt. That's what I'm getting. Like there's no doubt in your mind. So again, maybe you're seeing like there's a sense of enlightenment here that like, wow, there's something so much better out there for me because this was not it. You know what I mean? But let's see what's going on in the heart space for you, Virgo. We have the Seven of Pentacles. What's going on in the heart space? We have the Two of Wands. What's going on in the heart space for Virgo? And we have the World and the Queen of Wands. I feel like you could be really creative at this time. It's interesting. We got like 4 in each row. We have the Page of Wands. Like creativity. I feel like you're open to a new path. You're looking at a new world. I think there's a sense of like, again, I'm getting this like value investment, but I feel like it's in yourself. Like Queen of Wands is definitely a very confident energy. I feel like you could be from a heart-centered space, like kind of going within a lot, or just really what do you want? Not so much what other people want, but like what do you want? How do you stand out in the world? Who are you in the world, right? Like kind of finding this like almost like a sense of purpose, but it's more of like, it kind of almost feels more of like a what's next type of energy. So you could be trying to figure that out, exploring new things, okay? Especially creatively, like trying to figure out, you know, where am I going? Where are things taking me, right? Page of Wands, the Moon, like maybe not having a clear sense of direction, but definitely wanting to kind of invest into things and figure out what that is, right? So it's almost like maybe some of you emotionally are trying to figure out what to connect with rather than having something specific. I do feel like you're holding your value and your confidence like very high. So like you're not just looking for anything to connect with, but I think there's a sense of like you trying to figure out like what is, what is it that you desire to connect with? What is it that you want to connect with? You know, emotionally, creatively, you know, romantically, whatever that kind of looks like. It's like, you're headed in a new direction, but it's almost like, what is the new direction? That's what it feels like. You're still kind of on the searching things out, because I feel like you're kind of just in this transition of like leaving one thing and healing from one thing and moving in a new direction here. So let's clarify and see what this is all about. Why is this Four of Swords here for Virgo in the situation for them this month in August? What is this Four of Swords here for Virgo, please? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Swords. I think you might be seeing where you put in a lot of energy and it maybe was not reciprocated or appreciated. I think you're being a little bit more cautious of maybe where you put your time and your energy moving forward here. Yeah, we have Judgment with the 5 of Wands. Sorry if that shook the camera, I kind of hit it. Bottom of the deck with the 7 of Wands. So like, I think something was revealed. There was like some sort of like, again, this enlightenment or this like awakening to a situation here. What's this 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords for Virgo? For the situation in August. There's a bunch of cards here. 6 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, King of Wands, the World. Lots of fire energy here. Yeah, I feel like I think it's almost like realizing like what wasn't working or what wasn't giving you like a level of success. And having to kind of close something out, and it was not the most enjoyable to kind of like go through is what it feels like. Like it almost feels like, again, I feel like maybe the King of Wands could be a person. We do have the Queen of Wands here. So like you and a person you were connected, or even like a job or something you were connected to, like something that you were in a sense of partnership that I almost feel like you thought was for you, like you thought was maybe in alignment with you. But I feel like with the 7 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands, it's like there was a lot of resistance, a lot of work to make something successful, and it wasn't working. And it's almost like there was a sense of your success or your recognition being suppressed. Like everything was a challenge, everything was an obstacle. You know, and just like kind of like it almost feels like two forces working against each other, right? And realizing that maybe you were putting in a lot of effort to get this to work, and maybe the other person was not, and they were actually more resistant than they were like, you know, collaborative, right? Like there's a sense of that, like you kept trying to put effort in, and then like this person kept pushing this situation away, or like, I don't know, maybe it's like you really wanting a promotion or a raise at work and like keep putting more time and energy in and showing that you deserve it, and then like then just keep saying no, or like not valuing you anymore. So there's this kind of this like, yeah, just like these two energies like pushing at each other, but like it's creating resistance. It's not, it's like there's no flow. And I think maybe you are realizing you put a lot of time and energy into a situation just for it to kind of like smack you in the face a little bit. So I feel like you're moving on from this regardless. With Judgment, the World, like I feel like you're letting something go here. You're moving forward. You're kind of awakening to a situation and what it really was. What's this Hierophant here? In the mind for Virgo. Sorry if you can hear any wind. I do have the fan on me because it is hot. What is the Hierophant here for Virgo? And I'm sitting on the floor, so I'm like moving around a little bit. Hierophant. Yep, 10 of Swords. I feel like you've fully cut off, again, like once what you were once you committed your time and your energy to, you're like, nah, close my cup to that. I am not given to that situation no more, because even the Queen of Swords has her back to it. And I feel like this is something you once had a lot of, you committed yourself to, you had a lot of faith and belief and hope for, but it's like, I think you realize it's not what you, want to attach yourself to. It's interesting too, because the other message I'm getting for some of you with this Hierophant here, this could be a very traditional way of doing things, or like a traditional job or a traditional relationship. You might want something a little bit more unique. With the Star energy being Aquarian energy is more kind of like unique, individual, like maybe doing something out on your own. This could be like starting your own business, versus like working a job. I feel like if it's a job, you didn't feel respected or like you were valued. What's this Queen of Swords here? Could be a relationship too. You're looking for someone who is different as well. Like the Star, if it's a relationship, it's like you're looking for someone who's different than this past person. So you're not looking for the same type of person. You could also be looking for like someone who you feel you can express your individuality with, or maybe you're looking for something with like not so traditional way of being in some way, shape, or form, but it also could just be someone who's different than like this past situation. Clarify this Queen of Swords here for Virgo. Yeah, Seven of Swords. I just feel like this is you like detaching, going out on your own, focusing on you and your happiness. I just feel like you're letting go of this deception. What's the Star with the Ace of Pentacles here? Yeah, Ace of Swords. So truth, clarity, enlightenment. Two of Cups, partnering with something new, aligning yourself with something new for your future is also what it feels like. Like you've got new things on your mind, whether they're here or not. I think they could be coming. I think you're trying to figure out like, how do I make it a reality with the Ace of Pentacles? It might just be an idea for some of you, but I feel like you're very focused on like your own well-being. Some of you could also, if it's a relationship that has ended, you could just be focusing more on like your money or your career projects as well. Like you might just be focused on yourself. What's this Seven of Pentacles here in the heart space for Virgo? I'm getting a lot of different like kind of messages in this reading, so it's like not so cut and dry. So again, just take what resonates with you. What's this Seven of Pentacles here for Virgo? We have the Nine of Wands, Temperance, and we have the Strength card. So overcoming and healing. It feels like healing. Nine of Wands can be like a wounded warrior, and Temperance and Strength, it just feels like that, like internal healing, internal change, internal growth, alchemization. I feel like there's this like, again, I feel like it has to do with like what this other situation was, and maybe how much time and energy you invested. You could be really reevaluating like the amount that you invest into situations and how much you give to situations, and learning about giving and receiving, or just like becoming more aware of like, wow, I seem to put myself, or I'm always experiencing this pattern of like, I put myself in this situation and I don't always receive a lot back. I'm always trying to help. I'm always trying to give. But then like learning how to kind of hold back on some of that like when it's not reciprocated, you know, it's like you pull your energy back. So kind of like not overgiving basically, and like learning how to give to situations that are giving to you, or give to people who are giving to you. And if people aren't giving back to you, then like you only give them what they give you, kind of thing. It's like making sure that there's that balanced approach, and not in a egotistical way, or like it has to be fair all the time, like not 50-50, but it's like, you know, sometimes you might give 70-30 in a situation, but then it might come back to you where they give you 70 and you give 30, right? So it's more of like a over time situation versus like every single encounter. But it feels like you're healing how much of your time and your energy that you give people and situations in your life, and maybe holding back a little bit more and potentially giving more to yourself. What's this Two of Wands here for Virgo? Some of you definitely could have fire in your chart, or Aquarius, but we are in Leo season, so that could be why this energy is kind of popping up too. What's this Two of Wands here for Virgo? We have King of Cups. Yeah, Two of Cups. Like looking, I think you're looking at like future relationships. It's like, if there's not even, maybe there's a person here that you're wanting to connect with, or that you do connect with, but it feels like more so it's like the idea around, again, the give and the take, right? And finding someone who's emotionally available. You could have been dealing with somebody who's not emotionally capable of giving to you, right? Like you could have been dealing with somebody who was not open to giving anything. And even if that's like a monetary thing, it's like they weren't open to giving you more or paying you your value or your worth, right? So you're kind of taking your energy back, and I feel like you're looking forward as to like, how can I find someone or connect with someone who is able to give emotionally, just as I'm able to give emotionally. Yeah. Magician here. So like you're trying to manifest this and bring this into your life emotionally. Better connections is basically, or situations to put yourself in. What's the World and the Queen of Wands here for Virgo? We have the Death card. Six of Cups, letting go of the past, transforming, transmuting, going through a transformation on a personal level. I just feel like you're closing things out, doing a lot of healing, a lot of purging, and like trying to figure out like, okay, how can I better connect to situations and people in my life? How can I be respected and be in reciprocal connections? So you're realizing it's like through this challenging situation you went through, you're basically realizing like you deserve better. to put it in like a sentence of this whole reading. Let's see what the final message is here for you, Virgo, for August. Final message for Virgo in August. We have stay connected. We are all born connected to spirit, often known as the divine source. Yet many of us have tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to the source. So yeah, I just feel like this is like even just reconnecting back to you, your higher self, right? I think you're going to be doing that like through this healing work that you're doing. There's this sense of like you almost like reconnecting to you. And I think by learning this lesson, you're actually connecting to better situations that are more in alignment that the universe like wants you to be in. Yeah, it's interesting. At the bottom of the deck, we have caregiver. We are with you, and spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provided to others, especially at the end of their lives. Just as you received care and love at the start of your life, caregivers often focus their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. Yeah, I just feel like this is highlighting that giving and receiving piece. And maybe where you've overgiven to situations, but it's like, who's looking after you, right? And I think you're starting to look after yourself, for one, but also like, you know, taking your own health and everything into your own love and all that, giving it back to yourself, but also like looking for someone who can look after you like you were going to look after them, you know, or even a job, right? How many people, it's like, there's so many people who are in jobs that, you know, they're not appreciated, they're not respected. They're just people who are meant to do a job and go home, and they're just a number, right? And so I think that a lot of people are trying to get out of those situations too. So it's any sort of relationship or any sort of connection or contract that you're in that is not reciprocated. I feel like whatever that is in your life, it's like you're letting go of that. So that is what I have for you, Virgo. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of your other signs. But I hope you guys have a wonderful August, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.